I am a follower of Jesus Christ. I have an opinion and I share it with you. I am the salt of the earth. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Salt of the Earth podcast. Today, we are diving into something that's been on my mind a lot lately: the dangers of letting AI think for us. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, helping us write emails, suggesting what to watch, even giving us answers to life's big questions. It's convenient, fast, and sometimes feels like a superpower. But here's the thing: when we lean on AI too much, especially for critical thinking, we risk losing something essential: our ability to reason, question, and figure things out for ourselves. So let's break it down. Why it's a problem, how to break the habit, how to sharpen our own critical thinking, and how to use AI as a tool instead of a crutch. First off, let's talk about why it's dangerous to let AI do the heavy lifting for our brains. Imagine this. You've got a question, say, should I invest all my money in this one stock? You ask an AI and it spits out an answer based on data it's been trained on. Sounds helpful, right? But here's the catch: AI isn't you. It doesn't know your financial situation, your risk tolerance, or your long-term goals. It's just crunching numbers and patterns. If you take its word as gospel without questioning it, you might end up making a decision that's totally wrong for you. That's the first danger. AI lacks context. It's not human. It doesn't feel the stakes like we do. But it goes deeper than that. When we outsource our thinking to AI, we are training our brains to be lazy. Think about it. Back in the day, we had to memorize phone numbers, figure out directions with a map, or debate a point with friends using nothing but our wits. Now, we just tap a screen and get an instant solution. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens. Studies have shown that over-reliance on tech can shrink our working memory and make us less adept at problem solving. So the more we let AI think for us, the less capable we become at doing it ourselves. That's a slow erosion of something pretty fundamental to being human. And then there's the echo chamber effect. AI systems are built on data, massive amounts of it, scraped from the internet, books, whatever. But that data isn't neutral. It's shaped by human biases, agendas, and trends. If you ask AI for an opinion, it's not really giving you its opinion. It's remixing what it's been fed. So, if you're using it to form your worldview, you might just end up parroting whatever's loudest in the data pool without even realizing it. That's not thinking. That's being a megaphone for someone else's thoughts. Okay, so we've established it's a problem. But how do we break the habit? Because let's be real, AI is addictive. It's quick, it's easy, and it makes us feel smart without the effort. Step one is awareness. You've got to catch yourself in the act. Next time you are about to ask an AI something meaty, like what should I believe about climate change, pause. Ask yourself, am I just looking for a shortcut? If the answer is yes, take a beat. That's your brain waving a red flag. Step 2, resist the urge to outsource. Instead of typing that question into a chatbot, try reasoning it out first. Grab a pen, jot down what you already know, and see where the gaps are. Maybe you know climate change involves rising temperatures, but you are fuzzy on the causes. That's fine. Identify the holes, but don't fill them with AI just yet. Sit with the discomfort of not knowing. That's where real thinking starts. The goal here isn't to avoid AI forever. It's to delay it long enough to flex your own mental muscles. Step 3, talk it out. One of the best ways to break the AI habit is to bounce ideas off other humans. call a friend, start a debate, or just ramble to yourself out loud. There's something about wrestling with a question in real time with real people that forces you to think harder. AI can't argue back with passion or challenge your assumptions the way a person can. Plus, it's messier, and that messiness is where growth happens. Now, let's pivot to building critical thinking from the ground up, because breaking the habit is one thing, replacing it with something better is another. Critical thinking isn't some innate gift you are either born with or not. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. So here's how to do it. First, question everything. I mean, everything. If you read a headline, don't just nod and move on. Ask, who wrote this? What's their angle? What evidence are they basing it on? Same goes for your own beliefs. Say you think AI is the future. Okay, why? What does the future even mean? Drill down until you hit bedrock. It's uncomfortable, but that's the point. Critical thinking isn't about feeling cozy, it's about finding truth. Second, embrace uncertainty. One trap we fall into is wanting black and white answers. AI loves giving us those. It's all confidence, no doubt. But life isn't that clean. Train yourself to sit with gray areas. Maybe there's no right answer to that stock investment question. Maybe it's a trade off between risk and reward. The more you get comfortable with, I don't know yet, the sharper your thinking gets because you are not rushing to a conclusion. Third, seek out opposing views. This one's tough, especially in our polarized world, but it's gold. If you lean one way on an issue, go find someone who disagrees and really listen, not to argue, but to understand. What's their logic? Where's the flaw in yours? This isn't about changing your mind, it's about stress testing it. AI can't replicate that. It will just feed you more of what you already like. And fourth, practice reasoning step by step. Take a problem, any problem, and break it down. Let's say it's, should I move to a new city? List the pros, the cons, the unknowns. Weigh them. What matters most? Money, family, adventure? Force yourself to connect the dots without a machine doing it for you. It's slow, it's clunky, but that's how you build the muscle. All right, so we've covered the dangers, the habit breaking, and the skill building. Now, how do we use AI the right way as an aid, not a brain replacement? Because let's not kid ourselves, AI isn't going anywhere and it can be useful if we are smart about it. Here's the key. Treat AI like a research assistant, not a decision maker. Use it to gather raw material, facts, stats, perspectives, but don't let it cook the meal. For example, if you are researching that climate change question, ask AI for data, temperature trends, CO stats, whatever. Then take that pile of info and reason through it yourself. What's the story behind the numbers? What's missing? AI is great at fetching. It's terrible at interpreting for you. Next, use it as a sounding board. Throw your half-baked ideas at it and see what it spits back. Say if you got a theory. Social media makes us dumber. Ask AI to poke holes in it. Give me evidence for and against. Then take that feedback and wrestle with it. It's like sparring with a partner. You get better, but you are still the one throwing the punches. And finally, set boundaries. Decide upfront what you won't ask AI for. Maybe it's personal decisions like, should I break up with my partner? Or ethical ones like, what's right or wrong here? Keep those sacred spaces for your own mind. AI can crunch data, but it can feel the way of a choice. That's your job. So, where does this leave us? AI's a tool, sharp, powerful, and double-edged. If we let it think for us, we are handing over something precious, our autonomy. our curiosity, our ability to wrestle with the world. But if we use it right, it can amplify what's already in us. The trick is balance, knowing when to lean on it and when to stand on our own 2 feet. Here's my challenge to you. This week, pick one big question you'd normally toss to AI. Maybe it's, what career should I pursue? Or how do I fix this argument with my friend? Don't ask the machine. Sit with it. Scribble some notes. Talk it out. See where your brain takes you. It might be messy. It might take longer, but that's where the good stuff happens. And if you need a little help along the way, sure, think that AI assistant, but only after you've given it a real shot yourself. This one's been a thinker, and I hope it's got your gears turning. Keep questioning, keep reasoning, and keep being human. Be the salt of the earth.